Right, my name is Dr. Professor Brian G. McEnery, and I'm calling from Ireland. And I want to talk a little chat about Science Foundation Ireland and the two breaches to the Irish Constitution that I am accusing them of. The first of these relates to Article 1 of the Irish Constitution, which states effectively that every political, economic and cultural activity shall be the reducus ignos or censure, according to the genius and tradition of our people. And Science Foundation Ireland brings in technologies, in particular biotechnologies, into this country without ever having any attempt at making friends with the Ducas. Obviously, Professor Philip Nolan has not read Article 1 of the Irish Constitution. Also, Science Foundation Ireland has denied me my right time and time again, most recently today, when I won't name the person, but one of their executive directors said categorically that she would not help me with my language core programming initiative. Now, I find it very strange, that an organisation like Science Foundation Ireland can take carte blanche action, that effectively a civil servant can decide to deny a person their rights under Article 45.2, Directive of Social Policy of the Constitution. Now, these are civil servants. They're nothing more than trumped up little skivvies. And they think that they can decide whether or not someone gets a listening to, someone gets to put their case. And I wonder, why is this so? Well, I can only speculate, because they're unwilling to engage in any form of debate. I challenge Science Foundation Ireland to a debate on the nature of science, on the nature of technology, on the destructiveness of their science and technology. And I challenge Eamon Ryan to challenge them. You call yourself a minister for the environment, but yet you have a scientific organisation that doesn't give two hoots about the environment. All they want is money. Money for the academics in the universities. Money for the academics in the institutes of technology. That's all they're interested in, is money. I have a poem about that. I'm not going to read it today because I'm quite cross. It's called Honey Money for Science. Maybe someone in Science Foundation Ireland found my poetry book and didn't like what I was saying. Well, I will continue. And I will be going to see my solicitor within the next number of days, because it's time for me to take legal advice on all of the disruption. I even had this about 10 years ago, when, I won't give his name, a former president of University College Cork tried to make fun of me in public Ah, I get an email from that guy and I immediately ignore it. Well, I would advise Science Foundation Ireland not to ignore my emails, not to ignore this broadcast, because I am deadly serious. I've had it up to here, and I expect that this information is passed to Simon Harris, the TD. If they can't take a message, then pass it up the line. That is what one learns in the army. Pass the message, pass the buck, and then maybe the buck will stop somewhere with someone who can actually make a decision. Or have we reached the stage now where no decision is made in Ireland except if it's something that the European Union, our friends in Europe, my arse, they're not friends at all. Oh, and on another point, I heard today from one of my foreign policy advisors that the Irish government were not informed by Russia as to their decision. That was directly in breach of Ireland's sovereignty. The Minister for Foreign Affairs should be calling the Russian ambassador in and giving him a trouncing. What sort of a government do we have where they don't understand the basics? Not an awful lot of a government. Not a very pretty sight.